So ThunderWolves.com here with head coach of the CSU-Pueblo women's basketball team, Tommie Johnson. Coach Johnson, let's just skip right to it. The other night, an 86-26 victory, largest of your tenure, largest scoring margin of victory since at least 2007. That's as far back as our website has it. What was it like in that game to just be able to make that kind of statement during conference play?
You know what, to be honest with you, Trey, I didn't even recognize it during the game. We were so focused on us. I didn't think we played very well at times, but every time I looked up, they were giving supreme effort on defense, and it kind of snowballed. They're definitely probably a lot better team than they showed, but our girls, they really dialed in. It was a great week of practice after the letdown of not being able to play last week, and they were ready to play.
You talked about that, not being able to play. That was your first game in almost a full month. You didn't get to play since the middle of December. What did you kind of see coming back from that hiatus? Did you feel like there was more rest than there should have been, or do you feel like your girls responded well?
I think we responded well. Obviously, I think conditioning was an issue with some of our girls, but I think just getting Alicia Davis back and getting her acclimated to being a focal point of the offense, us playing through her inside out, and Tommie and Janiyah just really, their guard play was outstanding. I thought as far as pushing the tempo, I think they each had like 4 steals, so I think they were ready to play. Still some things we got to clean up. We were a little rusty in terms of taking care of the ball, had too many turnovers, I thought, but those girls were hungry, they were ready to play, and a lot of fun to coach.
You talk about Alicia Davis. She just she came back for the game against Mesa in that 10-point loss, but she wasn't a huge factor in that game. You really saw her stand out against Adams. How do you feel like she is responding coming back from her 2 months off almost?
Well, she's a top flight athlete, great kid, great basketball player. I caution all of us. I think she was a huge factor at Mesa. I thought she got it going late. I thought they had the game plan against her. So, they tried to take her away. She was just a little rusty, but her numbers don't always do her justice. Even the 24 she had, we watched the tape, she probably could have had 34. So she's definitely stepping back up. She's being a leader. I think she's just excited to be out there playing, and she's brought that excitement to the rest of our team.
Another highlight is coming off the bench. You had great bench play all season, from Maya Lewis to Tori Bass to Jazzy Hughes. Let's highlight Jazzy for a second. She had 12 points the other night, a handful of rebounds, but that's not the first time she's hit double digits this year. Do you feel like her stepping in that 6th, 7th person off the bench, how do you feel she's just adding a different level to this team?
Jazzy's a starter. In our mind, we got 7, 8 kids that could start. Jazzy's going to play starter minutes every night. And this is nothing new for Jazzy. Last year, we started off starting her. It was better coming off the bench for us and for her, and she knows she's going to play. She's a leader. She's mature. Jazzy has a really high basketball IQ. Super smart kid, and lucky to have her, and lucky that she's really just embracing her role. But when push comes to shove, regardless of starting or not starting, you're probably going to see Jazzy Hughes on the court.
And Jazzy is leading the team in field goal percentage at an astounding 62% from the floor. That's almost unheard of, especially with how many shots she actually ends up taking in the game. And as a team, you just came out from a game where you shot near 60%. Is that something that you have focused on heading down the stretch? Considering those first few games, it wasn't above 50%.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Coach Little and Coach Patterson, one of the biggest things that they brought to the table was our ability to finish around the basket. If you watch us play, I thought sometimes we missed too many easy layups, and we've gone to some different things in terms of 2-foot finishes, and also just playing inside out, playing through Alicia, playing through Jazzy, playing through Nodi or Sydney, wherever it is, and everything else opens up for everybody else. Easier shots.
So this week, you know, you already got your 60-point win this week, so you can cross that off the list. But now you have South Dakota School of Mines, and they're coming into your house. First home game of 2022. What do you look to improve on heading into that game?
Number one, our defense, especially our starts on defense. We want to come out and set the pace, set the tone defensively, really get after it, high hands on closeouts because they're a team that shoot a lot of threes. They play small, guard-centric team, and then you're going to see us run the floor. I think that those two things we want to establish is great defense and then get out and run the floor and try to set the pace. And from there, you know, we'll see what happens. But I know our team's ready. I know they're excited about getting back and playing in front of our fans.
What did you see room for improvement from this past game? I understand that might be a little hard considering how well the team played. But moving forward, what would you like to see improve? The way you're game playing too much.
Yeah, well, we want to chip away at the rust a little bit. Conditioning, want to get better conditioning. Want to take better care of the basketball. I think we had 22 turnovers, and of those 22, I think we counted out 9 or 10 of them were like unforced, just not paying attention, not passing and catching the way we should. So definitely want to try to take better care of the basketball, and we want to just keep trying to establish our tempo, playing inside out and being who we are and setting our own goals every game.
It's an afternoon game this Saturday against South Dakota Mines, 2 p.m. Coach Johnson, best of luck.
Thank you. Go Pat.